everybody? Welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
I'm Dan.
And this is Tobias Eats.
What is good, people?
He is our guest of honor this week on Everyday Whiskey, obviously. I don't know why I said that twice. But this is what happens when I get nervous. He's our guest of honor. You may know him from Instagram. You may know him from YouTube. He's all over social media, all over the internet. Tobias, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
What's good, squad? TobiasEats in the building. You can see me at TobiasEats. You can go on my website, TobiasEats.com, or check me out on Apple TV and Roku, TobiasEats. Boys, I'm excited.
All right.
We got some bangers. We got some bangers for you here, man.
We
do.
Dude, when you guys asked me, and it was funny because we met so naturally at Garden State.
Well, it was a random night to me because they weren't even open.
Yeah, I know.
They weren't open.
They're not open, but we're allowed to go in there.
So Mike and I had filmed a podcast with our buddies Rick and Ryan over at Garden State Distilling, and we had some nice stuff on the counter. We had some Balcones, some E.H. Taylor. We had some Blands or something. I forgot what we had that night. And then Tobias and his buddy Tim walked in, and then we kind of just naturally started mingling, and we entertained this idea that night. So this is like,
and
4
here we
months
are.
later.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally got it going, guys.
I'm glad everything worked out.
Dude, and I always say, like, my show, a lot of the stuff I do is strictly opinion based.
Yep.
So when you guys ask me for a whiskey side of stuff, normally I'm the tequila guy, I'm a vodka guy. I did start dabbling now though in bourbons, whiskeys, and stuff
fun.
like that.
It's a hobby.
Just because it's such a different world.
Yeah.
It's a completely different world, full of different flavors, and it's a completely different product.
So many people are also typecasted into whiskey tastes like Jack Daniels, which that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's like whiskey. There's as many whiskey flavors as there are soda flavors in the world.
I agree. That's like saying tequila tastes like Patron.
Yeah. We all kind of, I think the three of us both know that's definitely not the truth, considering the industry that you and I work in and what you do for a living.
Yep.
What we're going to do is we're going to take you through some things. These are kind of bottles that we really like. They all have very different profiles. We want you to taste, get a little sample. Maybe what we would normally do is we would try to do a bourbon, a scotch, a rye, this or that. But we want to just give you some good ass bourbons
and this
whiskeys
is all
that
from
we
America.
know
I'm
you
in.
like.
It's all from America.
And we're going to start as
it's all made in America?
Yeah, not all Kentucky though. So you've got right on this table right now, you have Texas, Vermont, and Kentucky.
Listen,
so we're all over the country, which is cool.
We're American though.
And yes. And we did want to bring some West Coast out for you. Now, when I say West Coast, I kind of just mean Texas and shit.
We do have some California bourbon, but it doesn't really fit into what we're trying to do with you here.
But me and Dan have found out that we think Nevada, Texas, everyone out west is actually coming out swinging and giving Kentucky a run for their money.
Really?
So,
100% agree.
We're going to ask you at the end of each one, give your personal rating. We'll put it down there for people to think.
Yep.
And,
okay.
I'm going to write them down over here just so Mike doesn't forget, because 100% we will forget.
So, after a couple shots, I can only imagine.
You have no idea.
What we're going to start out with, though, is something very, very popular that many of our viewers will know. And
this is Mike's baby.
Yeah, this is one of my babies. This is Old Rip Van Winkle 10. So the Pappy Van Winkle line, as we were explaining earlier, super rare, super sought after amongst many bourbon collectors. It ranges everywhere from about $900 a bottle all the way up to multi-$1,000s.
And that's just for everyone to know too. That's secondhand.
Yeah.
So this is a multi-$1,000 bottle. You just are gonna give me a shot.
No, the multi-thousand one's empty up there.
Those are all empty. So all right. So from my reading,
this one most people pay about $900 to $1,200 for.
Word. So I'm assuming if I was out at a restaurant though, and we were just buying bottles of bourbon. I mean, they charge me for Casamigos at a bar. They'll charge me $500.
Okay, so
it's like $375 to $500. So I'm assuming if I'm out,
that's racks.
So just to simplify this though, so the $900-$1,200, that's secondhand market. Your retail market, this is legitimately valued between $150 and $200.
Yeah,
okay,
that's legit value.
Okay, but secondhand market's obviously huge.
That's because when you walk into a store, even just a regular liquor store, it's already at secondhand price.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably at $500 on the shelf at any liquor store. So
it's nuts.
All right, let's get you trying these. So we're gonna start off with the Old Rip Van Winkle.
Yep, that's your first one right here. I'm gonna drink along because I haven't had this in a long time.
Shan, pass that over here too when you're done.
Yes,
I haven't had this in a hot minute. We're gonna reach your butt. Sorry, reach across you, buddy.
Smells very, very. It doesn't smell too strong.
No. But the reason I wanted to start with this one is because I wanted to get it in your head that this is going to be really, really good because it's really, really expensive. And then we're going to see what you think when we start coming down the scale and really getting into some crafty.
Understood.
It gets more fun
things.
as we go to the ladder here, I think, in my opinion. But what are you, like, so on the nose, what are you smelling right now?
So, really, like...
Don't worry about getting technical. Just what you smell. Just I don't care if you tell me it smells like candy corn. Like
I mean, it just for me it smells like not as strong whiskey. You know, I feel like usually when you have that, you get a very in your face.
It's called ethanol. It's called an ethanol punch because that's basically what it is.
So I'm thinking like, you know, my name. You know, I'm getting a pedicure type stuff, type smell.
Oh, real quick, we need to take a real quick breather. Our boy Tim, Jersey Jungle, is in the live right now.
Tim, Jersey Jungle Juice, my boy. Love to hear him.
What's up, Tim? Thanks for jumping on, dude.
He's the reason I'm here.
Yes, sir. Anyway,
but I'm gonna go back with you know, right before I went on vacation, I got my, you know, I got a pedicure, and I'm saying, got my feet done and everything. Smells kind of like a not as strong nail salon.
Yes. Yeah. All right, you're not wrong.
So then, like
a little bit of that ethanol.
Yep.
It's
fairly simple.
You know, chemical.
Okay.
It's strong. It's a strong.
And the whole thing is like if you're drinking bourbon, you're gonna have that kind of ethanol-y, like almost like perfumey note to it.
Right.
So like, and so for Mike and I think if you want to dial it back, and I always call this telling you the house is haunted before you go into it.
Right.
Because you might have some psychosomatic thing where like, oh, if you tell me it tastes like something, it's like food too. If you tell you it tastes like something, you're gonna taste it.
Right.
Yeah, this to me smells like cherry wood. Smells a little like cherries if you want to really break it down, like almost like moonshine cherries, that kind of note to it.
All right, well,
so
I think I'm ready.
Cheers,
Salute,
buddy.
boys. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Boom.
And this is aged 10 years too, so it's gonna have some. It's called like some wood development on it.
It's got like a bite right off the bat.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, it's gonna kick you.
Has a nice bite right off the bat. Has a very barrel taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
A nice barrel taste. Exactly.
Okay. But it's sweet. It's got a
but
little
it's
sweetness.
smooth, man.
Yeah.
It is.
It's smooth.
It's 107 proof. So
it's 107 proof?
It's 107. Not the hottest thing we have on the table for you.
Yeah, definitely the hottest thing on the table.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? I mean, that went down like nothing.
Yeah. And at the back end, you start getting some little sweetness too.
I feel it in the back of my throat a little bit.
Now, see, right off the bat, you might say this is worth its money because it's so smooth, it's so good. Now, when we start getting into this stuff, we're going to show you how that's going to change and how you might be like, damn, that might not actually.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the table, there's a whole bunch of different colors.
Yeah, there you go. That's also that.
So all the different colors, especially the colors of the liquid, that's going to be just different time in the barrel, you know? Something that's been in the barrel for a very long time is going to be a little bit darker. Other stuff's going to be a little bit lighter. So.
Right, because then just the wood gets in.
The wood contact, wood contact.
Look at that.
And then, you know, if you want to get nerdy with it, basically, if you're going from Vermont to Texas to Kentucky, each of these environments are different.
Yes, right. And that is a huge impact.
And when you're aging barrels, the environment's everything. Because you're aging a rick house, it's not climate controlled.
Right.
So every time the temperature drops, escalates whatever, your wood is going to open
expand
and
close in. Ooh.
So once it heats up and your wood opens up, all the liquid gets pumped into the wood.
Yeah.
And that's when you have 10 years of cyclical, like different, temperatures and, environments.
Yep.
It's going to create that wood you taste on it. It's going to really have really good wood development on it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that was bomb, man.
Yeah,
so far,
it's good.
starting up solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll get a little technical, but not too crazy. But that's like a basics thing of
this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get him all hyped up on the first bottle.
I love it, dude.
Just because now he thinks we're
expensive.
He thinks we're at the pinnacle right now.
Yeah.
Expensive,
Yeah.
And then here's our next one right here.
So, before we do that, what do you? All right, 1 to 10 though on your first one. What's your experience?
I mean.
You can use decimal points, like I said. You
can use a decimal system if you want.
I mean, for me, it's hard because I kind of feel like I want to maybe.
You want to try all of them?
I want to try all of them first, just so I can have a little bit of a scale in my head to form.
I like it.
Just because I'm not really a huge, like I said, whiskey drinker, but
I like what you're.
I will say I thoroughly enjoyed it.
All right, that's good.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
As you should with that one. You should enjoy it.
Okay.
So next one we got Angel's Envy, which is one of Mike's and my staples. This is something you should just have.
Probably one of my all-time favorite bottles.
So this is a go-to.
Yes.
To put it into reference for you, most bottles I get, they stay not filled, but they stay pretty. There's always liquid in them.
Right.
I got this first as a gift for Christmas from my cousin's boyfriend 2 years ago.
Yep.
It was the only bottle I finished within almost like a month.
Really?
I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. Very good bottle.
Yeah, he was texting me too, because normally, like I said, like, and everyone who comes to this house, every single one of these bottles is all open, and there's nothing that is held that I'll be like, no, don't drink that.
Right.
You can try whatever the hell you want.
Right.
So that's why, like, most of these are open and they're not finished, just because I bounce around myself too. But when he texted me and he's like, yeah, I just can't stop drinking this one. I was like, all right, well, we got something special here.
You guys are hyping this up, man. This is up there.
Good. Now, what's different?
We'll
This is a straight up bourbon. It's aged in oak barrels. That's the end of that.
Got it.
This is a finished bourbon. So what that means is they finish this in port wine barrels. So once it's done aging in the oak, they transfer it to some port wine barrels, empty ones. There's no actual wine in it. They let the residual port wine that's stuck in the staves of those barrels infuse into the bourbon to help
get the hell out of here.
Add some more profile.
Yeah, we got some wine whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually have 2 of them you're gonna try today.
Yes.
So when we get to these, we'll tell you where you're at. But so this one's finished in some wine barrels for you.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time to try this out.
Go for it. Dan, do you want some?
I'm good right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm enjoying the 10 here.
All right. Cheers to you people.
He's a professional. He does a tap on the table before he fires it back. Look at that.
You know, it could be because you said wine off the bat. So this is a lot more sticking in my mouth.
Oh yeah. So it's tannins. It's actual almost like tannic like wine.
Yep. It's all in my mouth. This one went straight down, stayed in my throat.
It's
this
dry.
is coating my whole entire mouth. And I'm getting that definitely, I wouldn't say it's the wine taste. I guess a port wine. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's a sweeter.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's almost like the residual sugariness from the port
100%.
wine.
I would say the first one was smoother.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not saying this isn't smooth. This is more of like a lasting experience.
Oh yeah.
So in whiskey terms, what you call that is texture and depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mouthfeel, texture, and then the depth would be how long it lasts in your mouth.
We learning.
Yeah.
We learning today.
We're not, and we always preface this, we're not experts, but we know enough.
Hey, listen, I'm in. I'm ready to
learn.
We're
going to have some fun with it,
so
like I said.
This battle area right here has a lot of depth.
Yes.
Yes.
A hell of a lot more.
And layers. Like I said, it's like I said, you have your... Up front, you get a little kick, then you get a little bit of the wine sweetness, then you kind of get a little bit of the barrel, and then at the end, the sweetness comes back.
Yep.
So that's called layers.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very, it's a little more complex in the first one, even though it kicks a little harder.
Yeah,
I love this. Now, this drops back down in proof, though. We're going to 43.3%, so 86 proof. So we come back down
86
a little bit.
proof. This is nice. This is reasonable.
This is really
And that's right in a wheelhouse of, like, someone who's not too experienced, where it's, like, not a crazy high proof, but you still get flavor. It's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like it. I mean, so far you're putting on a show. I love this.
All right, so the next one.
Okay.
Next one I'm gonna have.
I'm gonna have the next one too. This one's extremely hard to get. So basically,
really, I like that.
Very hard to get.
The numbers do change a little bit, but basically a case of this comes to the state every single month. This is from Texas.
One case. Comes to the state.
Every month. And every single...
And pass that around back. Or Tobias.
Yeah, there you go.
And it has a chain.
And it's got a chain on it. This was actually...
It's got some bling on there.
It is an award-winning bourbon. It's for... I don't know if you... Lisa, you might not know what this is, but like it's called the Jim Murray Whiskey Bible.
Wow.
And he named this his bourbon to drink. And
really?
And like that name is like James Suckling and wine, and like it's a... As far as like reviewers or raters go, it's a big name.
Oh yeah.
But this one is just a cool bourbon, and it's the most expensive bourbon on the table.
So I'm assuming it's aged
the
longest because it's darker.
It is not.
No.
Really?
I actually don't know the age statement on this. After we wrap up, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know if it lists that at all.
I think this was an NAS. When I say NAS, non-age statement.
Yeah. Really?
So they want.
So how does it get so dark?
It's the Texas climate,
the Texas heat.
Oh, that's what we were talking about with
the climate.
It's always probably so hot. It's just always like
the woods. Just open contact.
Yep.
Really, really open.
That, and to get nerdy again, there's the humidity in Texas is much higher than Kentucky. So
got it.
5 years in a barrel in Kentucky and 5 years in Texas. 5 years in Texas is like 9 years.
Yeah.
Really?
So you're gonna get that dark, rich color.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no food additives, no food dye, which some people cheat. It's not cheating. You can do it. It's it's acceptable. Yeah. But some people put food dye in and darken it up.
Okay.
Yeah, you see that with I don't think we really have any.
Bourbons really don't do it. Bourbons are pretty true.
It's big like Irish whiskey.
It's big with Scotch
Irish
whiskey.
Got it.
Caramel coloring.
Yep.
So though, this is going to go between 170 and 200 on the shelf, depending on where you're at. I always say that because every liquor store charges different depending on who owns it, whatever.
Okay.
But
so we're gonna go. So far, I'm gonna just put at 1,000 resale right here.
Well, yeah, we'll go secondhand resale.
Right.
Yeah.
Resale. We're looking at $1,000 right here.
Close.
Where are we
This
going
is
right here?
45 to 55.
Oh,
I've been
yeah?
seeing it
Yeah,
lately.
that one, like I said, that's what we would call an everyday sipper.
Yeah.
You
An
can always
everyday
get it.
whiskey.
It's your everyday sipper right here.
Yeah.
It's your
You
everyday
can always
$50, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we got our 200 award-winning
Yeah, that is, and this is a big deal.
Bad
too.
Larry right
And
here.
this does not get as much. Remember, I messaged you. I said we're going to show you some bottles that don't get as much love as they should.
Yep.
This is one of
This
those.
is it.
This is one of those.
Well, let's show it some love.
All right,
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Boom.
Salute.
Boom.
Down.
Oh, wow.
And this is gonna be a crazy flavor.
Now,
for
a
you,
lot
man.
of people call this the candy of bourbon.
Dude, this is completely different from the last one.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally
this is a flavor bomb.
This is I just got kicked in the mouth.
Yeah.
A little bit,
Yeah,
right? right?
It tingles. Like the front of your tongue's
It's
really gonna start
sweet.
tingling.
On the back, you get some sugary
It's fudge.
notes, fudge.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a lot like I don't think the word is sweet.
It's almost musty
But
too,
it's
though.
yeah. Because the word sweet doesn't do it. It's not sweet, but it's
big,
like
dried fruit.
yeah.
I always tell like
correct.
it's like how an old basement tastes. Like,
yeah. I can see that.
in a
I
good
can
way,
see
like
that.
in the best way possible.
No. It's. I'm not saying it's bad at all. It's just
it's
complete-
very different.
for me. It's so crazy how different you can be flavor profiles for 2 seconds.
And bourbon,
Now this one, I'm assuming it's because again we're going back to a port wine barrel to finish it off. Whereas this guy
is another guy. It's just straight up oak barrels.
All right,
Got
we got 2 comments in here. We got
What we
Will.
got?
We got Will from Whiskey Chronicles.
He's our boy from Seattle.
Whiskey Chronicles.
Dan and Mike need to invite him over, so we got to invite Will over. Will, you're invited over. Come
Whenever
on
you
down.
get some, let us know we get some plane tickets and doors open.
And
Pull
then
through.
we got Dream Flows shouting out Tobias. Hey, Tobias.
You are a champion.
What's going on? Thanks for jumping in.
We love you.
And that's the rest is Jay's here. Jay
Uh-oh.
Kellogg,
Jay
he's one of our
Kellogg,
buddies.
He's one of our
One of the boys.
He's one of the guys who
one
encourages
of
to
our
light our counter on
colleagues.
fire with the 148 proof Jack Daniels.
yeah. That's
Would you have a 148 proof Jack Daniels?
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's right here. We'll have you try that too.
Yeah.
We can get into that. That's gonna be fun for you. We didn't want to put that here because that is legitimate.
It's
In bourbon terms, that's what you call hazmat.
it's not healthy.
Really?
That's what you call hazmat.
I mean, let me put it to you this way: if you pour it and I just hold a lighter up to it'll light.
It'll actually light?
It'll light on fire.
It
Like
Get out of here.
I cracked. Like I shattered one of the glasses doing
It's
that.
so funny, man. That we had I was just on vacation. We went to El Salvador,
Mhm.
right?
Oh,
I have a
shit.
beautiful beach house down there. It's outstanding. It's in one of the top 2 surfing spots in the world.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they gave us this drink. You know, I'm at the bar. They call me Little Boss over there.
Little
you
boss.
know, and my cousin's
Wait.
over there. Apparently, he's Big Boss. I'm
I
like,
was gonna say, if you're
like,
a little boss, who's the big boss?
That's what I always
So
say.
are you El Salvadorian?
Yeah. So
All right.
I'm half del Salvador, and my mom is from Guatemala.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
100% Spanish, but half and half from down
Oh,
there.
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
Only
I've
that
taken
little
enough
strip.
Spanish classes to know that Spanish is not.
You've retained
Yeah.
more than I have. Like,
Like it's not all encompassing, and everyone has their own pride. El Salvador,
Oh, dude.
Spain, Mexico,
Everyone,
all-
dude.
they're all their
Everyone
own
reps it.
niches, you know.
Yeah.
Like
It's so funny though because we're on vacation, right? And we were killing it, having so much fun. We're in VIP,
seen your post.
And I- yeah,
that's
right?
your post.
and I see this thing as a menu. It's called the Flaming Lamborghini. And I'm
That's awesome.
Flaming
That you
Lamborghini.
gotta try it.
Dude, brings out like almost like a hookah-sized drink on fire.
oh,
The whole thing
It's like
is
a
on
fajita
fire.
plate-ish.
That's what you said. When you said you can light it on fire, I was
dude,
like, what the
it
hell?
lights right
So I'm
up.
sitting there, and they said they gave me a straw. They're like, listen, you have to drink it all at once.
Mhm.
You can't stop because if you stop, just throw away the straw because it'll burn you. I'm like, wait a
Oh
minute.
my
Now we're in
God.
Central America, so they don't got no.
There's no help.
There's no
Yeah.
like help. You
No,
know?
we trust in a hospital. Like
I
if it
mean,
burns, like,
I was just like, wait a minute. So if I just stop, and because if you stop, I guess the flame seeks where the
Yeah.
liquid's
it's
going.
like lighting a fire of gasoline. If it gets
Yeah.
on the tip,
Yep.
like you're just gonna
It's
drag
gonna-
the fire with you.
yeah. So he said, just go for it, and I did, but it was just, I was like,
it's like taking a shot of Everclear.
oh
Like,
no, it
yeah.
was probably worse than that.
Yeah,
It
I think
was
everyone
like-
in college has done that at some point and regretted
Oh.
it for the next couple days.
Doesn't Everclear say that you'll actually lose your vision
Yeah.
Probably.
Everclear states on there that you're not supposed to take a shot of it.
Yeah.
It says it on the
It's
bottle.
bad.
So a flaming Lamborghini. Whoa, a flaming Lamborghini. Sorry.
So we're gonna have to try that at one point when we go on vacation, boys.
Yeah,
All right.
I have to say, like, you
I'm
need to
down.
introduce me to this because I am highly curious.
Oh, we'll go, dude.
I'm
I
down.
always bring my
I like
friends.
cocktails.
I always bring my friends.
was
So
like-
much fun.
That reminds me, I was out in Key West with my girlfriend just a few weeks ago.
Right.
And we went to this Cuban place down there, and I ordered a Cuba Libre. Now, I just thought it was going to be Bacardi Light and Coke.
Yeah,
no
that
big
sounds
deal.
fun.
Right.
Well, our waitress, she was trying to tell me, and there was a little language barrier. She was like,
Right.
she had
Right.
the
She was trying to
accent.
tell me I was in
She
trouble.
was trying to tell me it's really strong. It's real. I was like, okay, no big deal. So she's like, it's a lot of Bacardi. It's like, pour heavy. Like, that's what I want. Like, I'm here for it. Well, turns
Famous
out
last words.
they just give you a 16-ounce pint glass of pure
Send me
Bacardi
the
Light
picture.
over ice, and then the Coke on the side. And what she was trying to tell me is you need to drink like 10 ounces of it straight before you can start adding the Coke in. It was
And
fun.
we know
Good
Bacardi
time.
Light is not the most
Good
sought
time.
after shipping rum.
It's not the.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I love Bacardi. Back in my vacation
But,
house, I tell them to bring
hey,
down the
151.
coconuts. Take the coconut off,
But
drink a little bit of the water, and throw Bacardi, and you're
Wow,
good.
look at you.
What made it so good was they used Mexican Coke, glass bottle Coke.
That's
so
you
real
have
sugar
to.
cane.
You have to.
Big difference.
Oh,
Huge
day and night, dude.
difference.
I didn't
Day
think that
and
was a
night.
real thing until I actually tried
Yeah,
it.
Mexican
One
Coke
hundred
And it's not
percent.
as carbonated, which is actually kind of
It's
nice.
it's just sweeter. Everything about it is
Yeah.
just day and night difference.
So it was
Yeah.
fun.
Day and night difference.
Shout out Kid
Um,
Cudi.
So
Yes, I like that shout out. Shout out Kid Cudi.
Shout out Kid Cudi, day and night.
All right, boys, let's get back into this.
All right,
so
go.
now we're at
Right here, we're at WhistlePig RoadStock Rye. So
okay.
I'm gonna have this is personally my favorite bottle on the table right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And-
skip until the next one.
And as you can see, that I've kind of enjoyed it a little bit. So here's the fun part about this. I'm gonna let you know just the basic backstory of this. So WhistlePig is based in Vermont. However, they do what's called sourcing. So say John Smith wants to start a distillery, but he doesn't want to wait 5 years
to make it.
to make it.
Right.
You can contact Alberta Premium in Canada or MGP in America, and they have probably, I don't know the actual number, we'll call it 100,000 barrels on hand.
Mhm.
Wow.
And you can buy, X, Y, and Z barrel, have them shipped to your distillery,
Right.
and you can blend them together and you make your whiskey.
Oh.
But WhistlePig started finally actually making their own stuff in Vermont after 3 years. So this is a combination of Alberta Premium,
Okay.
MGP, and your Vermont whiskey. So what they do, and why there is, Mike can zoom in on this, why there is a tire on top of this, we've gone through this in other episodes, they load all the barrels of this into the back of a semi-truck in Vermont.
Really?
And they head eastbound and down, baby.
So
My
the
God.
idea behind this is when they used to import whiskey from England, Scotland, Ireland over here, it would be in the hull of the boat.
Right.
And as the boat goes, the whiskey
They're
rocks
swishing
and
back
moves.
and forth. Right.
And we were talking about wood contact earlier.
More
Yep,
wood
yep.
contact.
That's more wood contact.
Way
So
more.
they ship it all the way out to California.
Oh.
Once it's in California, they go to Jordan Winery
Mhm.
and they take it and move the whiskey into Jordan Cabernet barrels. And then they
Really?
drive it back to
Back
Vermont
across.
another 3,000 miles. So this whiskey travels 6,000
Infusing
miles.
the whole entire time.
The entire time it's moving in the barrel. So, saying all of that to you, now you can drink it.
That's which means why there's the tire on the
Yeah.
top.
So that's what I'm
RoadStock.
saying. Sometimes
Wow.
whiskey is all about story.
It's a story, man.
Yeah.
It's all about stories and history and how it ties to you or how it attaches
It's
to
like
you.
you guys talk about reselling. You guys talk about all this. I feel like I'm getting Jordans.
Yeah. No, but seriously, that's what it is. It's the same concept. When I never say where I work for, but every November when the Pappy stuff comes around, it's like Jordans. It's like the next hot
yeah.
sneaker
I love
drop.
it, man. I mean, you guys are gonna have to be my new whiskey plug because
Yeah, you got it,
because
guys.
this
Trust me,
is
we're here
it,
for
bro.
you.
We
Tobias
got
Eats
you.
approved whiskey plugs right here.
We got you.
We got you.
All right, let's.
And
This is your stuff, right? This is your favorite.
This is my favorite on the table, personally.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
I'm actually gonna have
Yeah, go for
All right,
that.
I'll
I'm
wait
waiting
for you. I'll wait for
no,
you
I'm
then.
waiting for the next one. I'm waiting. I'll sip my other. I'll sip the Balmorea, but I'm waiting
So-
for the next.
This has an even fainter taste than the first one.
The nose
So
is
if you want to
very
actually get up
light.
in it, get up in it. You can go right on it.
Yeah, put your nose down.
And
in
then
there.
wait. Here's a technique you can use. It looks a little weird, but open your mouth and breathe in as you're smelling.
Wow.
And what it does is it opens up the back of your sinuses, and you get more.
Wow.
And you could actually do that with tequilas too. Since you
It
like
does. You do with
tequilas.
everything. It does. You
Yeah.
do it with, I wouldn't
Anytime
do it
you're
with vodka.
tasting
It's just
anything.
open your mouth and just sniff.
It looks a little weird, but it actually does work.
Just
Whatever.
be a mouth breather for a minute, like.
All right,
No
I'm
big
in it.
deal.
I'm in it. Let's check it
So
out.
like I said,
Salud, my brother.
Salud, buddy. So this is, like I said, these are the food ones we were talking about.
So this is the foodie ones.
So I'll tell you what I taste this after you taste it. Let me hear what you think.
Yeah. Your sister says hello, Clarice.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Hello, silence.
Anthony Panza, welcome, Anthony. This is Tobias. If you don't know Tobias,
it's good, bro.
Check him out on
That's our buddy
IG.
Antoinette.
Oh, what's happening? Now I don't know. This could be completely wrong.
No, it's opinion based.
This could be completely
wrong. It's opinion based.
Because you guys said you guys have named multiple different things that are coming out here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is me, but I feel like some kind of like almost like vanilla direction.
All right, so think Vermont. What's Vermont known for? Food.
Maple syrup.
Okay. Well, what do you put maple syrup on?
Pancakes.
Maple syrup and pancakes, dude.
Get the hell out.
That's what this is to us. And this was our fudge.
A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon in there. I don't know about you. I like to make my pancakes.
So I was in the right direction.
You were in the right direction.
Yeah.
But it's lighter too, though, so it's not heavy.
100%.
This was very overbearing, not in a bad way, but
this
it's heavy.
kicked me in the head.
This
one was right in the middle. These two
smooth
sailing.
Yeah. And this is like $80.
Sailing.
80.
That's $80.
$80, $85. Yeah.
Cool.
And you can find it pretty much all the time.
You know,
this is the only one on the table you can't just walk into a store and buy.
You could, you just gotta have the money for it.
Well, there's also probably like 6 stores in the state that actually have one in stock.
Really?
Yeah, so
it's called a museum.
We might have to try that one more time.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
But
all these others you could find. The Balmorhea is a little harder, but I know some stores that have.
Yeah, the one that's kind of close.
I really like this one, man.
Right?
I gotta give it to you. Out of like, I know we got an award winning. I know we got hard to find.
That doesn't mean shit, though.
I really like this one.
None of that means shit. The only thing that matters is the palate.
Yeah.
This is where everyday whiskey. This is where the name comes into play. We set out when we started this channel to find the whiskey you can have every day. You could get it at the store every day. You could drink it every day. It's not one of these where
we're not knocking that. We're
not knocking
No, I'm not gonna roll. Yeah.
But that's the whole core channel. Is basically we're here to put the underdogs up against the top dogs and prove that the underdogs have more to offer, and you don't always need to spend.
That's our mission statement, essentially.
Yeah.
But worst part, you said all that. This is actually out of stock right now.
Oh no!
It's in stock in stores though.
Yeah, I know a couple offhand that do have it.
It's not. It's
Whiskey
out of stock
plug
at the distributor.
Whiskey plugs
Just
right
DM
here.
us. Don't comment on our posts about it. DM us. That way I can actually give you real information.
Whiskey plugs.
Yeah. We can definitely. I'm up and down stores all day long. He's got a few niche stores.
I like it, man.
All right.
We can find you that bottle.
So the last one.
Okay.
Here's the funny thing about this. Mike absolutely loved it at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow he and I met in the middle and we're like, wow, this actually doesn't really suck all that much.
No.
But it is the craziest tasting whiskey on this table right now.
Really?
And this is the cheapest. This is $30. So Mike,
I'll let you dissect it once you taste it.
Okay.
But then I'll tell you what I think it tastes like. Dan, pass that one around Tobias, or pass it through Tobias, around Tobias.
All right.
Through me.
Well, last time
we're gonna do some Doctor Strange shit on the show right now.
But I'll let you go ahead, start sniffing, get familiar with it a little bit. I gotta finish this up.
The new technique.
Yeah, the mouth breathing.
Hey man, I hope you're half out of it at a bar and you start doing that to tequila shots.
Oh, I'm doing that on my next video. I'm gonna shout you guys out.
Dude, this shit.
Dude, this.
Don't make jokes with the Balmorhea. That hurts if you don't swallow it right.
That's what she said.
It does. Yeah, she did say that.
This smells a lot sweeter.
It does.
I like the pinky out too. He's like really getting into it.
He's fancy as fuck.
Pinky out.
All right, let's do this.
You gotta pass it over.
Oh, you going in? I'll wait.
I am.
He's
let me keep wafting it.
And that's the thing too. With you don't just do it with wine. You can aerate.
Are you going in on this one, Dan, or no?
Yeah, I gotta try it again because it's just this is not divisive in general. It's just divisive with him and I.
Yeah.
If you make an old fashioned with though, it is pretty good.
Yes, Ryes do make phenomenal old fashions. We found out.
All right,
all right, boys.
Who else we got? Hold on, we got some more people on here.
Who we cheersing to?
Oh, Victoria.
Wait, your girlfriend's on there. All right.
Cheers to the homie's girlfriend.
Hey, Air Fluff.
Boom.
And then y'all should do a mukbang for the next vid.
Is that something with Muckley Eye?
A mukbang.
You know what a mukbang is?
Tell me what a mukbang is.
Yeah, can you comment what a mukbang is?
Negative.
None of us know what mukbang is.
Negative. I think it's coming up though.
just a guy who
and
drinks
just a
bourbon and
guy
rye.
who loves bourbon and rye. I love his name.
Yeah.
That's like the best name ever.
That's a great name, dude.
like
Yeah, we got a couple good ones on here that jump on. We actually have one dude from Argentina. His name's WhistlePig.
He was on here. He
You
was
know
in
who
the
I always
beginning.
see on the gram, and they show me some love your time though.
Yeah,
The
he was
Whiskey
in the beginning.
Boys.
Oh, I love
The
those
Whiskey
guys.
Boys.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, the Whiskey Boys are
They're
fun.
homies of ours.
It's
Yeah,
funny because
they're cool.
we didn't actually we're both from obviously all from Jersey,
Yeah.
but we didn't start talking until the one moved to Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, the Whiskey Boys are separated.
Yeah, they've been for the last year.
Wow.
One's based in Austin, one's here.
But they still run the account.
They still run the account together. So
Look at those.
So
guys.
they're together. They're together but separate.
They're like
It's okay.
partners.
Yeah.
Partners in crime.
but those are fun guys. They're
Um,
kind of like us because the whole if we want to say anything as an entire episode is
Yep.
do not take
Oh my
bourbon
God.
or whiskey seriously. Just have fun with it.
Oh,
That's
dude.
the whole point of this.
I love this. Like,
Yeah.
this is so cool. I've never had a whole bunch of stuff stacked up next to each other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Trust me. When you have 225 bottles, you gotta do something with it.
Now,
225.
That's what's right behind you right now. It's 225.
Yep.
Whiskey plug.
Now before we
Okay.
drink,
Okay.
spell it one more time.
This is a fun one.
What do you get on the nose? Tell me what you think of the nose. What flavors are jumping out at you, or scents, not flavors? Duh.
You know, I just don't want to sound dumb, but I feel like I'm smelling like almost like a chocolatey.
Good,
Ah.
good,
Right?
good. We're on the right track. That's
You-
right.
No.
All right, let's go.
and just so you know, no one ever sounds dumb because everyone, all your olfactory and your taste buds everyone's different.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
is
yeah,
different. So this is like one reason I really don't put a lot of faith into
Reviews.
reviews. A lot of faith into
Unless I tried
wine
myself.
enthusiast rated this 90 points. That's great. They could think it tastes awesome. I might think it tastes.
And also,
like
you can
crap.
buy
True.
yourself, you can also
It's-
buy yourself points.
It's
too.
true.
Yeah, everyone's palate is different.
Oh.
So every time you people at home, I'm looking at you guys and you guys see scores and ratings, take them with a grain of salt because
What did my
that's just
sister
that
say?
particular panel's opinion.
Yeah.
That's that panel.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, even a sommelier, I don't care how long they
Yeah, I would say
study
even with the
for.
stuff we're doing, it's always
Yeah.
always opinion based. I mean,
Sommeliers, like, much respect to their job.
But
They
that's
have to
fun,
do a
though.
lot of
That's the
whole thing,
a
is
lot of
just-
studying, but
100%.
like,
someone got like butthurt at me
palates
the
are
other day
different.
because they're like, I had this giant list at 94.3 The Point, like the hidden gems in like restaurants that I've seen.
That's
I've
your
traveled
opinion
to.
too. Yeah.
And they like emailed me like not a horrible email, but it was a little nasty. Like, oh,
It's called, yeah.
you should have been down here. All you did was blah blah blah. And I'm
Oh,
like, dude, it's just an opinion.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
This
I'm
wasn't
like,
I wasn't
I was like,
targeting you.
listen. If you want me to visit somewhere, I mean, just tell me the place.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll make it onto the next list. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
I hear you, dude. Trust me. We're not big enough to get that much negative feedback. We've gotten some stuff
We've
where we're just
gotten
like,
some stuff.
we're just
yeah.
like, it was, and like again, it's an opinion that we had, and they're like, I'm like, the fuck. Like,
Well,
All right.
all right. Cheers to the
Let's get
haters.
into
Cheers.
to the haters.
Keep the views flowing.
and we need like one more follower right now because we got 666 followers on Instagram.
Yeah,
I just need one more to get that.
You'll definitely get a couple now.
Yeah. It's bet number.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
Wow.
It's still there.
this is from Texas too.
I feel it in my nose.
As you couldn't tell, it was from Texas.
Oh yeah.
Big old.
Oh, and you couldn't tell it was from Texas.
Oh, that's so funny.
They all do. Crazy, right?
It's like I almost feel like a
Oh, Bourbon Review Official joined. He said Balmorea is his jam.
love it.
Fudge jam.
Oh my God, we got a lot of comments. I've been
There you
sitting.
go.
It's hard to keep staring at it. too.
Oh,
coming.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Keep
we
'em coming.
found out what the mukbang is.
Okay, what is a mukbang?
What is
so
a mukbang?
Your sister Jenna says
My
you eat-
sister?
Yes. She says you eat copious amounts of food, and then Dream Flows followed up, who is the original mukbang introducer to this chat, was sit and eat food with the best drink pairings.
That's a mukbang.
Oh.
All right. So next time we will have
All right.
Wait, no, it sounds like oddly sexual. So I don't want to say we're gonna have a mukbang.
Yeah, we're not mukbanging on this channel.
But let's do that.
But we'll drink.
We'll pair
then,
some. We'll get some we'll get some food.
There has to be a
pairings.
nice way to say, yeah, there's a food pairing episode.
Because I feel like we're gonna get fucking zucked again if I say mukbang more than like 5 times.
Jay says give him Isla and change his world for better or worse.
All right, we will do that. I'm gonna give you something that literally smells like a kerosene barbecue.
And then
It's that guy right up there, the big black bottle.
yeah,
So that's one of 18,000 in the
The
world.
big black bottle that smells like kerosene?
it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, that's something that you should do on camera for sure.
Kahuna says
I'm
Texas forever, and your sister wants to know how can we tell it's from Texas. It says it's from Texas, and
There's also giant stars.
there's a giant star. Point
I'm
out
not-
your sister, dude. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. It's too dark.
Yeah, probably.
But either way, I'm not doing this again because I clanked the freaking metal in the bottle.
Yeah, I know that one's
loud.
loud. Anyway, let's keep drinking this one.
All right.
I mean, I chugged it. I feel like a dark chocolate.
Dude,
you're pretty on the money, dude.
You know,
keep going. There's more.
So I'll pour you a little bit more. Here.
All right.
Yeah, because there's more. I want to see if you get the next.
Once again, I'm gonna
before I reveal it.
I'm gonna give you my quote. I'm gonna tell you the house is haunted. All right. Chocolate covered jalapeno pepper.
What?
Just try it again and think that chocolate covered jalapeno pepper.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a thing, I don't think, but
you could chocolate cover anything.
a lot of chocolate though.
There's a lot of dark chocolate up front, but wait till that little tingle and spice kick you at the end.
I mean, I got that the first time. I just couldn't put my.
Yeah, you couldn't like put your.
I couldn't because the chocolate's very
It's
upfront
always
and
there.
very
It's
beginning.
dark chocolate. It's not
The
milk
dark
chocolate.
chocolate is very
Yeah.
overpowering in this one, which I like.
And then you're saying there's some spice
A
behind
little
it.
jalapeno in there.
So this with an old fashioned, and
Uh-huh.
then you smoke it though, is like killer. All right, so
Ooh,
we're gonna get. So we've wrapped up Tobias's. I'm gonna assume this is your first whiskey panel.
this is the first one, dude.
Yeah.
This is
So
it.
Tobias's first whiskey panel.
As we said in the beginning, and Hugh made a very good point, saying I want to try everything first. Being a very intelligent human being,
I like it.
we're gonna go back through it. So we're gonna go with the Old Rip 10 you tried first. After trying everything, what are we gonna call that guy? What are we rating it? 1 to 10.
I mean, I still think it's probably. I would give this guy on the table if this was the only 5 whiskeys that existed, and we were going to 1 to 10.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I would give this a good 8-2.
8-2.
Okay.
All right. I like that.
Fair
8-2 out of
score.
10.
Solid 8-2.
Fair score.
No, that's
Yeah.
that is a legitimate score.
Yep.
I agree with it too.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I feel about this guy.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You know,
We're gonna desert island this. Desert island. This is the only 5 whiskey you drink throughout your life. What do we rate these? There we go. All right. Next we have the Angel's Envy.
I'm gonna try this one again one more time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay.
try it
That's
again.
why
I
they're
just
here.
want to.
Go
I
for
just
it.
want to remember
Yeah,
the
yeah,
taste
yeah.
because.
Yeah, try any of them you need to try
Yeah.
again. Feel free to try again.
And as we say, like whoever actually does wind up coming to the house here, you once again, if you were scheduled to be a guest, you will be DM'd an address like
Yes.
Tobias was.
Yes, they were, and they were very professional about it. Loved it.
Yes.
So everything is open, and you can try as much of anything as you want
It's just a matter of if it is still
here.
here. Like this one I'll still have. So you guys gotta let us know, and I'll bring it up.
Yeah, that one. Some of the bottles are off site. Let's go
Yeah,
with that.
I don't really drink this one, as you can tell. Well, actually, I've had this for like 5 years now, so that's pretty good for 5 years.
Yeah.
But that one stays pretty much. I'll always keep this for people to
All
try.
right, what do we think about Angel's Envy? Which, like I said, I've actually been to the distillery too. It's an awesome place to visit in Louisville, Kentucky. It's actually in downtown Louisville.
I would give this I'd give it like a 7-9.
All right,
You know, I'll give it a 7-9 because it's definitely it's up there.
Mm-hmm.
you pretty much.
But I wouldn't say it's. I still favor this guy over. it.
Okay.
No.
You
You're,
know?
you're on the money, dude. Like
Yep.
I would go 7.5. That would be like
Yep,
my
that's
personal
fair.
opinion on it.
Yep.
So I think you're in the vicinity you need to be.
Yeah.
And then this is where This is where I would assume you
This
started
is
having
like
some
a-
fun.
Yeah. Well, this is where I was like, "What the hell am I trying?"
So
at?
were we
this
like
is-
were we on the ball with like food?
Oh, on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all
Right there on point. I mean, I loved it. I thought this was awesome.
Yeah.
So I feel like this gave me a really good understanding, it's like almost
Traditional
like a bar
Mhm.
to have, and then this was just there. Now they're having
This
fun.
is kind of when we're like, let's just kind of fuck with them a little
Yeah,
bit. And see what he likes. That's the Balmoral.
This guy, he's got chains. He's
He's
got
You
awards.
can factor the chain into the rating.
Yeah, you can factor presentation.
I mean, presentation's on point.
Yeah.
I would give this guy out of all these, I'd probably give it I'd give this one a 7.6.
Okay.
Okay,
I like
that's
that.
fair.
It probably
7.6.
had the most kick to it for you.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that
right.
should have
It's
been
the
the
highest
highest one for you.
Yeah, it did.
It's
For
the
some-
highest proof thing on the table. It's,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
114 proof.
That's a big
Okay,
boy.
so that makes sense. That makes
Well,
sense.
actually, we're gonna break out a big boy after this. So.
Yeah, that one's gonna be pretty bad.
we got.
All right, we got WhistlePig RoadStock Rye here.
This, if you don't mind, I know you're almost done. I'm
Go
going to
for
try
it.
this
Yeah,
again
keep
just
going.
because
Keep
Go.
going.
I already have a rating in my head, but I just
No,
want
no,
some
no,
more.
no,
Try it again.
One,
It
two,
was this
three,
guy right here.
Four,
Right
yeah.
here. This guy right here.
I would say this guy
I'm just glad you liked it.
is a WhistlePig, right here. Cheers to you guys.
Actually, WhistlePig and Barstool are in a partnership right now too, which is awesome.
Yep.
Barstool, hit me up. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on,
Let's go, Portnoy.
I'm gonna give these guys a very fair 8.6.
That's the
This
highest rate.
This one was I think we were talking about drinking wines, and if I just got home, my boys came over, I would have no problem giving this to me and my boys, and I think everyone would thoroughly enjoy something like that.
Oh,
that
dude,
and like
it's
plus
such an easy palette for everyone.
And you know what it really does? Everything from that, the design to the story.
Yeah.
Is really what also phenomenal. Got me. You know what I mean?
Stories sell bottles, man. Just from a retail point.
Him and I
stories
are
big.
We will, if you have a story or history, especially history behind your bottle,
I'll buy it.
We'll probably buy it.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll buy it. We won't even.
And to the detail of the, you told me the story, and the top of it's a tire. Like, I don't know if you guys saw
Very
this.
symbolic.
The top of this is a tire.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
awesome.
Yeah. All right, the last one we got, probably most like kitschy cool bottle out of all of them.
Yeah.
And it's at $30. It's at the bottom point of the budget as far as like what we hand selected for you.
You know, I would honestly give that guy. You know, I gotta say, I kind of liked it better than this one, to be honest.
Dude, that's fine.
I don't care. I don't care what you
your opinion.
And I would go solid. I would go solid 7.9 with it.
All right, so we're going on par with the Angels Envy.
Good.
Yeah, because I would put these guys
for
around
half the price.
Yeah.
For half the price.
Yeah.
So this is what we set out to accomplish. You just rated our two most affordable bottle. Well, no, our most affordable bottle higher than this guy.
Yep.
And then you rate it. I mean, that's pretty affordable.
It was higher than the Balmorea, which that's actually really cool.
Yeah, and
this is cool.
The RoadStock is it's not crazy expensive.
No, $80.
Like
no.
$80
is reasonable.
You rated that the highest out of all of them.
For someone that not thank you for all the restaurants and bars that do give me bottles when I walk in.
Yeah.
Most of these bottles do cost for them about anywhere from $300 to $500 a bottle. Entry points, then you go to $800. So for $80, you should have 100% go with this.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, our buddy, cigar enthusiast, Brandon, I think he's on here. He actually wants a bottle of this. He actually texted me yesterday about it.
We can find him.
And I was like, I got it. I actually got him already.
Whiskey plug.
Yeah, so I'm glad you rated that what you did, because this bottle, like when I said things that swing above their weight class.
Yeah.
That's the definition of it. Just because of ingenuity and science.
Yeah. It's just the way it hits, the way it smells, the way it goes down. It is for me. I would have no problem. I don't think any of my boys would have it. Again, our boy over here is an outstanding bottle. I would probably pick this over it.
Oh, exactly.
Right. So
that's what we were hoping for.
For the Tobias Eats Whiskey Panel winner, it's going to be the WhistlePig RoadStock Ride, an 8.6 out of 10.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
So the underdog takes the freaking belt today.
There he is. There he is. Ding, ding, ding.
That we've got past the work. We're going to have some fun with you.
Let's do it.
As long as you go with it.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
So I'm going to grab 2 bottles. I'm going to grab you.
I'll let you guys know right now, I took a 48-hour alcohol cleanse. And for someone who watches everything that we do, you'll say that's not easy.
Writer's tears.
This is the fanciest bottle of Jack Daniels I have ever seen.
Back here.
I want to see if he gets
Bro!
I want to see if he gets the particular candy out of this one that we.
All right, so Marcel, let me grab you a clean glass.
On the plus side, I feel really nice that I was really good about which ones, what flavors are going into each other.
Yeah. How familiar are we? Yeah. Jeez.
Uh-oh.
How familiar are you with candy?
Mike throws up on camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I am actually not the biggest sweets fan.
Okay.
Neither am I. I'm not a sweets guy.
I'm a savory guy all day.
I'll
take beef jerky, Corey Anderson, Bellator. Come on, bro. I'm waiting for your jerky. Let me know. These guys I know would love to have you on here. You got to come on here.
Hey, man, if you're a whiskey guy and a dried meats fan, we're good.
Oh, dude, he is Corey Anderson. Let me tell him, he's probably one of the biggest reasons season 1 got onto Apple TV and Roku.
I had no idea you had a full Apple TV show. I'm sorry I didn't do more research.
No, you're good. You're good. Guys, whoever's watching right now, go to Apple TV or Roku if you have it. You go ahead and download the Who Mag Network. Tobias Eats. We're right there.
There you go.
Boom.
We got his sister chiming in again.
Uh-oh. What do we got? What do we got?
Why don't you serve me any of the fancy stuff when I come over?
Because you drink Jack Daniels like a savage.
He answered it. That's why. That's why.
I love Jack Daniels, but I just...
That's fine.
Listen, Jack has always been a go-to for me when it came to that category. When I was, I'm not saying it's an entry level.
No, it is though. It's where most people start with whiskey, and they
100%.
develop their opinion too.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've never seen Jack in this.
So I'm gonna
Jack Daniels. What the hell, bro? Where are you hiding this stuff?
So this is what we call. This is Jack Daniels LTOs, limited time offers.
Yes.
So
limited time offers.
So all of their single barrel products for Jack Daniels are going to come in these like
fancy decanter
style bottles.
Wow. 143 proof.
So this one was harder to get than Pappy Van Winkle will ever be.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this example, I got this at my last location when I worked in Bayville.
Okay.
I got 3 bottles for the year.
For the year.
3 bottles for the year. I sold it in about 1 minute.
For the year.
Jack, come on, bro.
So,
Whiskey plug. You got 3 bottles, bro.
Yeah. So
6 minimum.
This one here is one of the. So this can go up to 148 proof. They're different. They're single barrel. So when you say single barrel, basically what that means, without getting too in depth, say John Smith. I'm gonna keep saying this. John Smith has a distillery.
Right.
He, instead of doing what you would call a small batch, where you take X, Y, Z, D, A, B, C, and you blend them all together to create a consistent product across the board that you can sell in mass volumes. A single barrel is when you take X barrel, stick it on a rick house, and you let it sit for whatever 5, 10, 6 years.
Wow.
And it's a direct representation of what that barrel went through for those 6 years, as far as climate, temperature, movement of the barrels. Because also, say this is a house, and say there's barrels all over the place in this house. Where they are means something. Right. If something's on the sunny side of it, it's going to expand more. If something's on the bottom end, it's going to stay colder. Wherever this barrel is, it's going to change. So they pull different barrels out of the rick house, and they come out at different proofs. So you can have 142, 143, 148.
And this is as exact as it gets.
Yeah. This is like this is as close as you're going to get to taking it's called a bung out of a barrel.
Okay.
Taking a bung out of a barrel and sticking your mouth on it and inhaling it. Like that's as
really, that's this.
Yeah. It's called a vatted single barrel, so it gets filtered and stuff. But for all intents and purposes, this is what that is.
For intensive purposes, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to stick my pinky up, and it's like I was under a Jack Daniels barrel.
Yeah, so
drinking this shit.
Hold on, before we get to that,
Oh, he's interrupting us, dude. We're trying to drink.
I'm interrupting you because we're about to blow.
My man, where's Fabio in the building?
Where's
Fabio? He's actually one of the head photographers. He just met with the CEO of Jameson. He just did that whole entire thing. That's where's Fabio in the building.
Absolutely. I got some absolutely.
He does NASDAQ. He is one of my prime photographers. If you guys ever need anything, that's him right there.
Does he do
where's Fabio?
So he does.
Awesome.
He does.
Awesome.
And he does amazing work.
That's
amazing
great.
work.
We'll talk afterwards.
Where's Fabio? Following him on the gram.
We'll talk afterwards, Fabio, all right?
So what I was saying, these next 2 bottles are going to blow your palate out completely. So before we do that, we're going to
you know what? Good idea. Do the Writer's Cheers first.
Really? Because that one's going to blow me out, you said?
It's going to go 1, 2, and that one is going to be the real...
Yeah, we got to do this last.
Yeah. Trust me. I can't even describe what we might put you through just because...
I'm in there, dude. I'm ready.
So, this is a test of wills.
This is an Irish whiskey, the Writer's Cheers Irish whiskey, and we're going back to the cask finishes again. So this one is a Marsala cask finished.
Okay. Wait, it has a description in the front.
Yeah, so we could do a story time where we can read the whole front.
Let's do it. Let's read the front.
Story time with Chan.
Marsala cask finish. Notes: a unique expression bursting with flavor, married in hogsheads from the stunning Florio winery in Sicily to bring a delicate warmth and depth, complex earthy notes, dried fruit, candied ginger, apple, and spice.
See, Mike can do that because I have ADHD and dyslexia and could not get to that without stuttering.
So there's a lot going on in this, and the reason I want you to taste this is because it reminds me of a very, very, very famous candy that many people enjoy.
Even though you're not a sweets guy.
You're not a sweets guy, but I think you've had this candy. It's a red candy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we have fresh glasses behind you.
It's a gummy candy, a red gummy candy.
If you watch the Irish,
if you watched our last Irish whiskey
Mike may have interrupted.
Whiskey. You'll
So
know.
you guys are showing me that I probably look hella weird on camera, opening my mouth every time I smell
That's
something.
fine.
That's what we do every time though, because it's just the most effective way to actually get.
No, makes sense. Makes sense.
Particular
All right.
sense.
Where's Fabio? Cheers to you.
Cheers to
Hey,
Fabio.
thanks for jumping in, man.
Maybe Fabio likes this.
We got Bourbon Enthusiasm on. What's going on, my man? Thank you for jumping in.
Yeah.
Oh, wait up.
How good is that shit?
I hope I don't get this wrong. This isn't like
You can't get it.
Twizzlers, is it?
You
Holy
might
shit.
as well be
On the
You're
money,
pretty
dude. Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
Oh, dude, that was my second guess.
Swedish
I thought I was
fish.
going to go wrong with the Swedish fish.
I mean, they're like the
Oh.
same thing. Twizzlers, Swedish fish, same
Look at
profile.
you.
Oh, my
Tobias
God.
Eats. He's got probably
He-
the best palate of anybody we've actually had over the house.
Yeah, dude.
There's been a lot. We had
Is
a lot of
that
people
not
here.
Swedish fish?
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, 100%. I thought I was gonna overdo it and say Swedish fish. Those are the two in my head.
It's not
Yep.
possible to overdo it.
Dude, that was I like this.
And that I wanted to
That's
show
about
you that.
$90 a bottle.
The reason I wanted
And
to bring this out is just
relatively
to play into the food things that we did over there with those, but
Yeah.
just to show you like how
Diverse.
diverse whiskey can get.
Oh man.
These next two are not food.
Yeah, these.
Well, you know what?
these-
You know what? This is why I wanted to come here though, because
Try
I knew
something
coming
crazy.
here I would find some good stuff that I liked.
Yeah. Now
You
this
know?
isn't always easy to find every day.
And
The
if-
Marcella cask is limited. It's not it's not an everyday
Unless
whiskey.
You're TobiasEats and you know the whiskey
And you know the
plugs.
whiskey. Yeah.
Dude,
But-
we're gonna have to hashtag
whiskey
whiskey
plug.
plug
Whiskey
right
plug- I
here.
gotta put it in the hashtags. For those now.
Dude, that
But
might
if
have
you,
to
if
be
you do
like.
it that much, I can find one for you.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We
Yeah,
can find
I know a
it.
You
place
know,
right
you
that
know,
has
for
one.
me, A1 is still
Ah, dude. I
That's
told you.
okay.
right
That's
here.
Right.
That's
So
all right. I
that's-
just wanted to show you how you could go from like maple syrupy, sugary
It's so crazy to me.
to a fruity cherry.
It's just so diverse.
Dude, it's incredible.
You
A
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people
Like-
think. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't drink whiskey. Oh, it's so raw. It's like you don't understand how complex it can be and how
Dude.
all over the spectrum it can
I feel like
be.
I'm just going through a flavor roller coaster.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is essentially
Oh, yeah.
what we're.
You know what I
putting together.
mean? Like everything. There's not one thing that I've had right now
Alright.
that tastes the same.
Jenna
cool.
wants to try the Swedish fish.
All right, you can have a Swedish fish next time you come over.
Only if you follow me on the gram. Do it.
Oh.
Guys,
if you
gotta
follow
Tobias
Tobias.
Eats. You gotta follow Tobias Eats.
Boom.
All right, yeah, she lives in Connecticut, so she'll come here once
It's
in a while.
cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
All right, before you do anything, real quick, I want you to
Okay.
try a clear whiskey.
Clear whiskey.
Nothing, it's not
Clear
aged.
Clear whiskey.
This is from High West Distilling out of Utah, Park City, Utah.
This is not aged at all.
Not aged at all, and this is what you call light whiskey.
What the hell? I've never seen whiskey that looks like vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not vodka.
So remember how I said like whiskey
Trust
comes in
me,
all
it's
forms?
not vodka.
Here's all forms.
Yeah, this is all forms.
Dude, do they? So, are these all the fancy whiskeys? They always have the handwriting. Somebody's writing on them.
Well, we like High West a little bit here. There's
Yeah,
no-
High West.
Wow.
My company actually handles the distribution on High West.
Yeah,
that's
so
pretty cool.
on all their limited release stuff, they do a handwritten label on. It's not handwritten, but it's handwritten. The
And
first
then they
batch will
copy
be,
it.
and then they copy it.
Oh, dude, I love it, man. These
But
guys
each
have
bottle, they'll put a story on the side of it as far as why they made it, the back history behind it, and they tie it into like some sort of fur trading out in Utah.
Yeah.
Some... Okay.
Nothing to do with Mormons, but not saying anything bad about Mormons, but it just nothing to do with Mormons.
Gotta be careful on
Before-
podcasts, bro. You don't know
before
what
we
they're
get canceled,
I don't know. You don't know what they're gonna take out of context. Trust me, we save that shit
Oh,
for
wow.
the live.
We'll report that.
That's okay.
It's the lightest thing you're gonna have all day, so
Okay.
you'll be fine.
Okay.
I say that now, but we'll see.
Just
That's you?
eat a good
You know-
meal at dinner at the Captain's Inn.
Yeah.
I heard good things about that
It's-
place.
Dude, you gotta get
Great
the
place.
steak Delmonico.
Is that what I'm doing?
That's what you gotta do.
Okay. All right, so let's. I feel like I don't smell anything.
No,
this is
it's
called.
very,
this is not
very-
technically whiskey. It's called light whiskey.
Mhm.
So what that is say like I'm getting in depth with
No,
technical
tell me.
stuff.
I'd love to hear this.
So what you're basically with this bourbon, your
Right.
still can't go over 160 degrees.
Right.
And you can't barrel it at more than 124 proof.
So that's the rules, essentially.
yes, the
Bourbon's
that are
very
set.
strict with rules.
Okay.
Yeah, bourbon is strict.
This, when you run your still between 160 and 190, you start getting into some vodka territories. Because essentially, like, this is corn-based, vodka's corn-based. It's just more so what temp you're running your still at.
Right.
So they run the still at a higher temp that's not quite vodka, but not quite whiskey. It's this purgatory. So they call it light whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, well.
So
Who's our boys over here? It's
High West Distilling.
High West Distilling.
High-
So that's I was nerding out for a little bit. I do it once in a while, but I always say an educated drinker is the best drinker. It's not
Jay
going to kick.
said maple syrup to death.
It's not gonna kick.
Bro, this is dangerous as hell,
it's
bro.
It's not going to kick. It tastes like blueberries and almonds.
Bro, this is dangerous as hell, bro. Are you joking
smooth.
me, dude?
People get scared by by clear whiskey because they think it's going to kick you in the chest like a mule, but it really doesn't, depending on the process.
A lot of people think it's going to be like a moonshine. A real moonshine, not
Dude,
that
it's just,
like...
You know what
not
it does
like
kind
the
of feel like?
cheap
It just tastes a little thick.
It is a little thicker, and it's also part of
Yeah.
the process as far as making
it should have a more
whiskey.
viscous mouthfeel to
It
it.
is. Yeah, no, 100%.
Sweet,
But I mean,
viscous.
that's dangerous because
Yep.
I feel like, you know, I was just on stage, right, at this place called Farrah's. We're opened up from Rakim and Ken Y, which is a big Spanish group. And they go, Tobias, you know, we're gonna open for them, and I'm like, I'm not a singer, I'm not a rapper, like I used to, but not anymore. They're like, no. They hand me a bottle. They're like, we just need you to hype the crowd out, start like throwing it
You're the
down.
hype man. You're the hype man. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sitting here chugging this thing because it tastes like this. Like, this
That's
is
awesome.
literally.
There's a reason it's not brought. It's the reason it's not brought out very often in the house because it's super dangerous.
It's too easy to drink,
Yeah.
man. What proof is that?
Off the top of my head, 80 proof.
80 proof.
80 proof.
So just so you know too, if it's to be called whiskey, it has
Right.
to be over 40% alcohol.
Which
Has
is
to
80.
be.
Oh, so that's the cap.
That's a cap.
There's
So,
a lot of rules.
So
Okay.
there's I can't go into them in this without taking up 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but it's got to be over 40% alcohol, 80 proof.
Yep.
Anything less than that, so all your Fireballs and Jameson oranges and flavored whiskeys,
Yeah.
95% of them are 30% alcohol.
Dude,
so
Those are cordial.
We got to go to, we got to do a live event somewhere with you guys.
Appreciate
and
it.
Just do like a,
tutorials.
like a live podcast on some of this stuff, man. I think that if you guys are not educated, you should be watching everything these guys do because
We
they're
try.
showing me a whole shit ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Like,
we
We're
have
trying.
no ego, so if we are wrong about something, we love when people do call us out because
100%,
that's
dude.
what we would call a learning experience.
Yeah.
dude, you have to.
But if you're wrong
You
and you
have to.
but if you're wrong and you call us out, we're 100% going to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right, so now we're going to get into some fun shit.
Okay, let's do
All
it.
right, so we've got the Jack Daniel's Coy Hill.
Jenna
limited time-
wants that one too, by the way.
Oh God, we're gonna. So you are sleeping on the couch, right?
She be now.
All right,
I am
I'm gonna
skipping
give you a little
this
bit,
one.
dude, just to kind of get into it.
Okay,
I am
okay.
definitely skipping this one.
You're skipping this one,
I'm
bro?
skipping that one.
And we're
Big Jack Daniels, bro.
Don't
You can't
worry,
skip this
I'm
one?
gonna join in on this one.
not lighting it on fire, right?
We're not
Mike?
lighting anything on fire tonight.
So are you serious that if you like, let's say this spilled like a little bit right here. And
Dan, go get the
Let's
lighter.
I did it with this glass anyway. I know this glass won't break, so we're good.
Yeah.
you're gonna see some fire.
We're gonna-
Actually, you know what? I got the torch. Right
This
here.
is gonna be a science time with
He's trying to gas.
with
on
everyday whiskey.
Oh, this is gonna be like that TikTok viral shit
Yeah,
right
you
here.
better. Oh, yeah.
All right, so this does light on fire.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
Oh,
on,
it's on fire.
actually on fire.
Yep.
Can I see that?
It's
hopefully-
hard because it burns
Alright.
very light.
Tobias said he wanted to try it
Yeah,
after I
you
lit it on fire. So
Cheers.
this is what you call a flaming Cadillac. It's gonna be piss warm. Kept his composure. He's a real professional.
Let's go.
That's yeah, that's good.
yeah. We're
Yeah,
cool.
it's good.
We're cool.
That is not
It's
taste like
good.
Jack
All right,
Daniels,
so-
man. That does. I mean, it's just.
On
Yeah.
fire.
It's rough.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't help that it was on fire. So.
No.
But normally you're not.
I like it, though.
Yeah. The reaction's not far off if I did not light it on fire.
No.
Yeah. It's it's different from Jack Daniels.
Yeah. So, but the last thing we want you to try is, like you said you dabble in scotch a little bit. But this is when our buddy Jay says you want to have an Isla Scotch. This is the Isla Scotch.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This is the peatiest scotch in the world at the time they made this that you could have.
Yeah, I'm just going. Some of my boys. Now we're starting to just do different guy things. We just go smoke cigars
Yep.
and,
Hell yeah,
and go
dude.
kill it. And
Fucking
they're
man
Scotch
shit.
boys.
Yeah.
And I've never been that guy, but I was
Okay.
dabble in
You
what I'm
try
doing.
it. You gotta
so
try it.
it's-
Yeah, for sure, dude.
So it's. But you're telling me this is this is.
This is it. Yeah. This is it.
This is like,
So-
and it's, so this is the hottest scotch I own. This is going to be 61.7% alcohol, so do the math. It's 123.4% proof, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
But as you can see, we do enjoy it. It's just, we're going to just
11.3.
11.3. So every year they do a different edition. So it goes 10, 11. Obviously, the next one will be 12.
But every single year.
They do 3 different editions. 3 different, and each whiskey will have its own flavor palette.
Yeah.
And one will be really peaty, one will have some extra age on it. They'll play with it. And for this, it's from Brooklady. So it's Brooklady Octomore 11.3. Everything that's labeled Octomore comes from a separate farm on the Brooklady property.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So this is what I would call farm to table scotch.
Yeah?
So this is all you, and we're giving you the Penelope glass here, local boys.
Whew.
All right, and then Mike, you have another one?
Yeah, pass it over here.
All right. Let Mike go here, and we'll give a little cheers. We would not be lighting on this one on fire.
Nope.
Bro, this smells crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is legitimate, bacon juice. Bacon grease.
It's got an intense nose.
Dude, it's just every time you say something. Dude, I feel like I smell bacon now.
Yeah. Kerosene, bacon, campfire, whatever you want to call it. That's campfire is the most notable thing people say. When they say, Isla Scotch smells like a campfire.
All right, boys.
Oh, cheers.
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 Cheers to an awesome podcast / YouTube
Pinkies
video.
up.
Cheers. Pinkies up.
I can't do this in one shot. You're a man. Oh,
This is good. I love this.
And that's the shit that'll warm you up inside, too.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
smoother
so
than
good.
that.
Yeah. Truly unique.
That is smoother than that.
100%.
100%. I can fuck with this all day. Smoother than that.
Yep.
I'm not saying Jack Daniels, y'all kill it. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're going to try stuff, and it's all opinion based, so.
Different category though.
A different category,
Totally
too.
different category.
These two, this
That's
is
probably why.
Totally different.
This is
Yeah.
this is like apples and freaking
Pears.
Yeah, not even pears. I would go with fried chicken. It's just totally so it's totally it's not even on the same.
No, they're
wavelength.
very, very different.
One's savory, one's
Dude, I fuck with that. That shit's
It's
good.
real.
And
bro.
Yeah.
again, we're everyday whiskey. This is not an everyday whiskey. This they make one time and you're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is $230 a bottle. This is not cheap.
No.
So,
So I'm gonna stay with my man's.
yeah, that is Tobias's favorite thing he's had tonight. Is a WhistlePig RoadStock rye.
Send me a bottle, bro. Come on. Send me a bottle.
Or Barstool, just sponsor him.
Barstool.
Yeah. Get
Barstool?
Tobias on.
Yeah. Or
Come
WhistlePig.
on, bro.
WhistlePig. Hit him up.
Yeah.
Boys, this has been definitely been an adventure.
Right? Fun time.
We've had a lot
We
of
really-
ups, a lot of downs.
We took you on a legitimate roller coaster ride with whiskey.
Oh, we wanted
that was
to
the
hit
point of this.
all the stops on this one.
All the things and all the stuff.
And there's still many more. This
Oh,
is
dude.
only scratching the surface.
yeah, we got
dude.
some stuff next time. We're definitely gonna do this again, and we'll
100%.
we'll break out some more fun stuff.
I'm
But
in there.
this was as far as Tobias Eats goes, and if we're gonna do food pairing stuff with Tobias, we found some whiskey that tasted like food.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I thought I did way better than I thought I was going to do,
Yep.
to be completely
No,
honest.
dude, you had legitimately one of the best palates I've ever had in this house.
You did.
I honestly, and sometimes foodies are the best palates.
Yeah, you
And-
could pick out all the nuances, those subtle nuances and flavors.
Dude, well, you know what? For me, you try so much food.
Yeah.
You try so many things, and like I said, opinion based. I've had some of the best pizza in the world that takes 48 hours to make,
Yeah.
and I'll also go get a slice when I'm drunk at Seaside.
It's
Go to Sawmill.
It's all
I mean?
situational.
Yeah,
All
it's
sawmill, grab a beer
It's
and a
for
slice.
me. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just
No.
means it's
Different environment, different
yeah,
mindset.
dude.
Whatever you need at that moment.
I went to Johnson and Wales.
Yep.
One of the biggest culinary schools in America.
That's pretty legit. Our buddy Rob Schultz actually went there.
So
CIA.
you're
went to CIA,
always
sorry.
that's a rival school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
No, but it's you're around all these chefs, you're around everything. I went for business and marketing. I didn't become a chef, but I was in a fraternity, and all of the guys I was with are chefs.
Yep.
So they're always super picky about what it is. You're almost obligated to learn.
Yeah.
Guys, this is amazing.
Thank you, dude.
Thank
I had
you
a lot
so
of
much
whiskey.
for coming out.
I'm feeling nice.
Yeah, you should be.
I got a DD. We don't drink and drive.
Exactly. No drinking and driving.
We don't drink and drive.
Drink responsibly,
But
everybody.
this was definitely one of my favorite podcasts.
100%.
Thank you, brother.
Hands
I appreciate it, dude.
Got to do this again.
One of our best guests.
Gotta
Actually,
do this
Without
again.
a doubt. Without
all
a
right,
doubt, we'll do
everybody.
it again.
Drink safe. Don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly. Have a great night. And everybody who's made it to this point, Thank you so much for sticking in with us.
Appreciate you, boys.
We appreciate everyone
And
who
ladies.
watches us.
And ladies. Bourbon ladies, stand up.
Even though we were 35% women demographic, but it's okay.
It's
Ladies,
okay. It could be 2.
It could be 2.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, before anything, make sure you follow these guys. They know what they're talking about. They showed TobiasEats, the New Jersey food guru, how to drink whiskey. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Roku. Follow me on Apple TV. Follow everybody. Share. Boom.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.